him in like an assault. Anyway, it is what it is. Lamela comes on, and you know they're not necessarily any weaker for that because he's a cracking player as well. But Everton has got to score next. Here they come forward, ball into the box, eventually blocked away by Davinson Sanchez.
Yeah, ball fired in behind. They're going to try and get to the corner flag, the Toffees. It's with Digne. Had a quiet first half, didn't really do too much. It's not going to be played back down the line. Sigurdsson's going to have had a couple of challenges. There's Harry Winks, he's wrestled off the ball. Sigurdsson, a couple of Cruyff turns to get past Trippier. Another one, whips in across. It's going to be headed away by Sanchez. Sigurdsson's gone down on the far side.
That was
corner given.
Brilliant from Sigurdsson. That ball was dead, wasn't it? You know, Leicester man would have given up, but he kept on going, got something out of it, got his team a corner. They need all that guile and all those battling qualities if they're to get back into the game. It's Everton 1, Tottenham 3. But a chance here for Everton from the corner kick.
Yeah, ball's going to be swung in towards the far post, possibly. It is. There's no one in a blue shirt there, though. Tactics have got confused between the pair. One of them, or two of them, went to the near post, and then everyone followed. The long ball down the line. It's going to be cleared away. As far as Seamus Coleman, I don't think I mentioned Coleman more than once, John, in the first half. Run you through the two teams, then just kind of confirm that. Ali change once again. So Everton go with Pickford, Digne, Zuma, Keane, Coleman, Gomez, Davies, Richarlison, Sigurdsson, Walcott and Calvert-Lewin. For Spurs it's Lloris, Trippier, Sanchez, Alderweireld and Davis, Sissoko, Winks, Son, Eriksen, Lamela and Kane. As Kane comes forward, crosses the ball, looking, edge of the box, strike towards goal. Oh, what a finish! Christian Eriksen's made it 4-1 to Spurs with the goal of the game so far. Ball crossed in, it's headed out, and nobody again for Everton has reacted, and the Dane has just smashed it home.
Yeah, I mean, it just shades of Andros Townsend yesterday, isn't it? You know, Trippier puts the early ball in. You know, Kane's in the box. He's got a lot to do. That ball headed out on the half volley. Talk about technique. You know, he keeps his head down. He keeps his knee over the top of the ball. It's on the half volley for Eriksen, just outside the D, and it's inch perfect.
What a start to the second half for Spurs. While they've brought Dele Alli off for Eric Lamela to try and change things after a possible injury, they've added another goal. Just 2 or 3 minutes into the second half, a clearance down the right hand side from across from Kane, and Eriksen's found his 4th goal in 10 appearances against Everton. It's a pile driver from the edge of the box. It's very similar in terms of technique to Andros Townsend, not quite as good. That was the top corner. This is the bottom corner. Pickford is left stranded and helpless. He's had a poor day at the office today, and the game for Everton gets further and further out of reach. Spurs have a 3-goal cushion, 4-1.
Yeah, I thought we were going to be tight. Thought we were looking at a draw at Goodison, but Tottenham was too strong for them. It was too good for them today. And yeah, this game will not be coming back, and if it does, it will be the game of the season. I suspect that Everton won't give it up, but the harder they try, you know, the more gaps they leave at the back. Tom Davies is having nothing of a game. We just saw him trying to pick up a yellow card in the middle of the park, nothing. Marco Silva looks on. Yeah, I don't quite know what they do right now. You know, do they try and get the next goal, just drag themselves back in? I guess they do, because we're only 50 minutes on the clock. But it's a Herculean task for them now, and well, they've shown enough ability to grab 1 goal in the game, but I'm not sure that they're going to get anything out of this. But Spurs have just been top class today, and you know, yeah, they've been great. Did Manchester United yesterday, who also grabbed 5 goals away from home. But we'll see how we get on here, because maybe an opportunity now. Shot comes in. Oh, they've got one back. Wow, Sigurdsson just does not give up. He drove across the box there, then right-footed, he's chopped it back in, and he's made it just a 2-goal cushion now for Tottenham. Brilliant play. Richarlison found Sigurdsson, beautiful turn, away from trouble, round everybody. What a goal.
Everton showing some real fighting spirit. It's 4-2. The Toffees have got their second of the afternoon thanks to a brilliant run from Gylfi Sigurdsson. Richarlison played him in. He danced his way to the edge of the box, but he's still got 3 or 4 white Spurs shirts to beat. He went round the wall, picked his spot. Hugo Lloris should have done better with the save. He got a fingertip to it, should have done more, but you can't take anything away from that strike. It's a brilliant solo effort. It's a good team response. Surely they can't come back though. 4-2 to Spurs at Goodison Park.
Well, I've already seen an incredible comeback today. Aston Villa were 2-0 up at home to Leeds. Leeds scored the 95th minute to make it 3-2 and grab an improbable 3 points. Gomez has gone down, so we're just a stoppage in play. Again, I think it's a bit too passive really from Tottenham, because they're thinking, well, we've got such a big cushion. But I felt at a certain point maybe Sanchez should just have put the block in on Sigurdsson and then maybe take the free kick there. But, you know, they let it go thinking, all right, well, if he scores from there, you know, fair enough. But he did. And now what was comfortable is less so. But Gomez is forced off here. And Morgan Schneidlin comes on.
Forgotten, Matt.
And that was the change that they didn't want to make, because Tom Davies is having a terrible time and really not out the races in the middle of the park. Schneidlin saw him before a ball was kicked, having a bit of a hug with Hugo Lloris, I think it was. But yeah, been a long time since I've seen him play.
Yeah, Zuma flies in. He's chomping at the bit, wants to get involved.
Yeah, it's really good stuff.
Ball out on the left. Digne now launches it down the line. It's headed back inside, hooked away. As far as the edge of the box for Digne again. Back up the line by Trippier. Digne jumps up. Spurs fighting away at it. And Digne manages to concede a free kick, I think, there.
Well, Everton fans love that goal, and you know, it's like, right, let's get back into it. Yeah, we're up against a good team, but you know, the Goodison at Faithful are hoping that, you know, if they grab the next goal, then you never know. A 2-goal game, and it just isn't done and dusted, is it? So hope springs eternal, and if Everton can grab another goal into the game, then anything's possible.
Yeah, ball fired forward. Spurs pick up the pieces in midfield. Lamela back to Sanchez. Spurs perhaps need a 10-minute spell, John, where they just kill the game off a little bit. Don't have to get another goal, but maybe just stop Everton's momentum, give them a bit of a lift. I think the fans will have, of course, slumped into their seats when that fourth went in, and perhaps someone have left, because of course it is Christmas weekend. It is a chance to, of course, spend a bit more time with the families. 3 goals down.
Exactly, that's why nobody's left.
3-0, yeah. 3-0 down.
There's going to be enough of that coming up, isn't there? But
I need to wrap the presents. I'll stay here for as long as I can. But yeah, if anyone's in attendance today, they've, as much as obviously an Everton fan will be annoyed, they've watched a thrilling game.
Well, 6 goals, I mean.
Any neutrals in there have had a...
Oh yeah, well, we're enjoying it, aren't we? I think,
this must be your best commentary day for many months.
Well, I tell you what, I did the Aston Villa Nottingham Forest 5-5, which lives long in the memory.
Good chap.
So yeah, I've enjoyed today so far, and if Everton can get a goal back, they're going to make it really special for the neutral. But here comes Tottenham again with Lamela. This time stopped in his tracks, and now it's Everton on the counter-attack.
Yeah, ball out to Walcott down the right. He's going to try and pile forward. Turns inside himself again, though. Richarlison's on the left. Here is Coleman. Inside to Schneiderlin. Loops over the top. It's just a percentage ball. He's just hoping for a run-up. No one's going to get anywhere near that. Shows a bit of rustiness just coming into the game, I guess.
Exactly. Well, I've seen him kick a ball in anger recently. In his time, had been a fair player, hadn't he? You know, got a big move. Was he at Southampton, and you know, then Man United, wasn't it? He had a few big clubs courting him, and then his career's absolutely gone backwards. But you know, chance to try and show that he's still around and still can do something meaningful, as we see Everton playing tight through the middle. Can't quite squeeze the ball away, but. Well, if they score next Everton, the roof's going to come off at Goodison, isn't it? And it's going to be a brilliant end to the game. But can they? Because Spurs still look pretty cohesive when they're coming forward. Yeah,
foul there from Lamela. Goes to the back of a Everton man. He's tried claim his innocence, and free kick was taken quickly. I think it's a bit more serious than that. Digne is caught. Davis is out there, but it looked like Lucas Digne. Yeah, he's just gone straight to the back. It's a bit naughty.
2 fouls there. Firstly, he's through the back of Davis, and then he's through the back of Digne, who that hurts. Collision on his ankle. Lamela pats him on the head, but yeah, that definitely hurts. He picks himself up gingerly.
Still waiting for that free kick to be taken.
I'm still waiting for that free kick. Come on, Kurt Zuma, what's he hanging around for?
No, he found along. Has he seen the scoreline? Has he realised they're still trailing? Or as Walcott jumps up for it, Coleman keeps it in. Everton need to try and pick up the pace here. Spurs look a little bit stretched at first. Sigurdsson whips the ball out. That's the sort of pass I wanted to see. What he'd not realised was that Coleman had actually made a run down the line. He wasn't stood where he originally was, so maybe it just typifies that Sigurdsson's on a different level to them today, and he's looking how static they are and think, right, well, I'll fizz this pass up, get an attack, and actually for once his teammates have made a run around him. It's better, of course, from Calvert-Lewin there, holds the ball up. It's quite a across from Schneidlin to Coleman, whips it in, edge of the box, Trippier clears, there is Schneidlin back into the danger zone, but it's too high in the air and Sigurdsson can't react. He claps though to appreciate the round of applause, appreciate the pass attempts. Gomez is on the bench. I think he felt a bit of a tight hamstring. No risks again due to Christmas fixtures piling up. I want to see more from Digne and Coleman though, getting in down the flanks. There's not been enough of that.
No, exactly. I think Seamus has made a living out of that, about bombing forward. You know, he's brilliant when he does that. But they're ever mindful, aren't they? Because this isn't just nobody that they're up against. You know, if Seamus deserts his post, then Harry Kane picks up that position, or Heung-min Son picks up that position, or Eriksen. You know, their attacking line is fluid, and you don't want to be caught short, do you? But Everton have enough ball here that they look like they're candidates to score next, aren't they? Strong they are, and if anybody's going to score next, it looks like it might just be them.
Ball forward, Lamela picks up the pieces, carries it over halfway, back from Eriksen into Sanchez, out to the right for Trippier. Going to plod his way down the line. Goes back. There it is to Sissoko. Spurs just keeping possession, doing quite well, as I said earlier, to try and calm things down.
They've scored 4 goals away from home, and it looks like that ambition to get forward. It's just like they're a little bit caught now, aren't they, Tottenham? So they're thinking about a little bit too much with the ball at the back. Just to say that they try a long ball. But I think the impetus has gone out of them because they're thinking, right, we might as well just kill this game off just by sitting back a bit deeper. I mean, they're still keeping a shape, but the ambition to get forward doesn't seem to be there as much as it was before.
No, not so. Not unless you're Heung-min Son, who just charges across from midfield to try and pick up the pieces. Trippier goes across, Lloris sweeps it out to the left. And it's now into the path of Alderweireld. Someone's gone down injured here. It's Theo Walcott. Pace of the game, John, trying to catch up on people.
Well, Walcott's down holding his left ankle. A fair play at Spurs. Didn't have to put the ball out, but it doesn't hurt them either, does it? That time's taken off the game right now. You know, if they all chip in now, it's 3 more points for Tottenham. What happened to him? Well, nothing. You know, and that's even worse, isn't it? Because he's gone down with nobody around him there, Theo Walcott. And, well, they're going to have to replace him, I would have thought. Can't carry on like that.
He's trying to, but I don't think he's going to have much of an
everybody needs their best, don't they? Spurs have got a few deficiencies at the back, but you know what? It's about a team performance, and certainly about, you know, what do your front men bring to the party. And today they've been awesome. Heung-min Son, Harry Kane have run the show. You know, Dele Alli, I thought, played pretty well. You mentioned him as well in that first half.
You forgot he played in terms of the amount of goals, but he was fantastic again.
I mean, again, he would have been a candidate man of match first half, wouldn't he? You know, he started off the move, which he finished, and again, great running, irresistible. Here come Everton, left-hand side chance. Ball comes into the box, headed away by Alderweireld. Headed further away. Everton fighting for the ball at the edge of the box, but it breaks to Eriksen, who again has had a good game. King wins the ball. Now the ball again out to Digne. Can he deliver a ball in? It's a good ball in, but again, header away at the near post by Alderweireld. It was a shot on the volley, good block by Eriksen. Or was it Skip at the edge of... I think it was Oliver Skip there who blocked one away. Good effort from him. And then a long ball into the box to Shocker. Again by Sneijderlin, who just has not got it together.
I forgot it even come on. Just looking at some of the comments online, and you know, so many people talking about how good this game has been, and rightly so. You know, the term Christmas crack is always overused this time of year. I don't think it describes it enough, to be honest.
Jack Deaton used it yesterday. We were doing our 0-0 draw, worst game of the season with Fulham. Fulham with their back three. Oh dear.
So you do get some bad luck now and again.
But he said, well, listen to Christmas cracker. So that's how you use it in that sentence. Anyway, Everton 2, Tottenham 6. He's been a masterclass from Spurs. Referee will be looking at his watch now, thinking we might as well go. The game's gone, really. And Seamus have a last kick of the game. Ball into the box. Tosun takes it on his chest, but he can't bring it in. And Spurs are able to clear their lines. Referee blows his whistle. There we go. Final scoreline: Everton 2, Tottenham 6.
Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last scorer, correct score, double result, total goals market, handicap betting, or any other of our exciting market, it's fun to be involved. Don't forget, when the match kicks off, you can sit back and enjoy superb independent studio commentary while also enjoying our in-play betting opportunities.